Is it important to develop a new skill? Absolutely. Especially if you are a student, the right skill can shape your future and it will help you to be in a great position. In that way, you have to understand the value of the skill and importance of the skill. Okay. Hello guys, how are you all? I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to our channel, The Bisector. Today we are going to talk about the skill development. By this video, we will be getting a brief information about what is skill and what are different types of skills and how we have to stick to our skills. Like that, in detailed way, I'll be explaining you. Okay, without any further delay, let's get into the topic. At first, let us discuss very basic point, that is what is skill. So a skill is a ability to do something. So like usually it will be gaining by learning, practicing and also by experiencing. Skills will help you in a somewhat very good way, and also by learning such kind of skills you can be in a great way and in a greater position. Like if you wanted a simple example of skill, take an example. So you had a maths problem, or generally in schools and college we will be studying or we will be learning maths. In that way, if we are in exam or something like that, so we will be getting and we will be having some problem like maths problem. So at first we will be reading the problem or studying the problem, analyze the problem, like what is the problem, what they given and what they given to find us. Like that we will be rating in that way. We will be thinking like what I have to find and what they are given, and also what formula I have to use and what is the procedure. Like that, if we are thinking, that is called a skill. So in a simple terms I'm doing, if you want somewhat simple way, that is somewhat driving a car is also called as skill. In that way, everything which you are doing and which you are going to do, the skill is needed. So skill in the sense, at first you may not do that much better or that much perfectly, but day by day, by practicing, by learning and by analyzing, by experience you will be getting. So if you're focusing in that way, and if you're learning and if you're trying to learn something, it is called a skill. In that way you have to be very clear, and it is very important to learn such skills. Like I'll be somewhat mentioning some kinds of skills which are very important or not, leave about the important or something like that. So let us discuss what are the skills are there. The skills are, at first thing that we have to know is about hard skills. Hard skills are such kind of skills which we'll be using and which we can able to somewhat learn by somewhat practicing and learning in that way. So these hard skills will be, you will be able to useful, and it will be useful for you in somewhat job and for doing any task. Like take an example, coding and programming. Like usually if you are a BTech student, like if you belongs to CSE background or something like that, you will be definitely learning some kind of programming language like Python, C, Java, C++, like that. This all comes under some kind of programming language. In that programming language, all these skills will come under this hard skills. It is very important. And also writing and editing. So maybe we can know about editing some kind of videos or photos, or editing some kind of things. Like if you are in some kind of way, you will be editing. It is very important. If you are learning in that way, it is called as hard skill. And also somewhat video editing and graphic designing. So graphic designing in the sense, some kind of designing in such way like in computers, and video editing, this all comes under this hard skills. It will be very somewhat important when a job recruiter comes. Maybe they may ask your hard skills, about your hard skills. So in that way it is very important. And also the second thing is soft skills. Soft skills in the sense is also very important. None of them is not important, none of them is important, not like that. So every skill has its specialty and it's somewhat like that. So in that way you have to understand. And the first is hard skills. When you go for interview or something like that, they'll be asking what type of hard skills you had, okay, like that. Maybe they may ask also like what are hard skills, like that. So in that way you have to be clear in that way. So by learning those kind of skills, it will be very useful. And second, as I told, the soft skills. Soft skills in the sense, it will be useful for you in many ways. Like when you are communicating and when you are working in team, or if you are collaborating with some kind of person, if you are working in that way, these soft skills will be very useful. Like take example, the basic example is, generally if we are entering into a class, when the faculty is there or some kind of professor or teacher is there, we will be asking, may I come in sir, or shall I come in sir. It is also considered as soft skills. So some of the examples of the soft skills are communication skills, leadership, teamwork and collaboration, intelligence, emotion, and also problem solving, and somewhat in that way. These all things are considered as the soft skills. So these are very important, and these will play a major role. These hard skills and soft skills will play a major role if you are working in IT sector, all those things, if you are going to, or if you're planning to work in that way, it will be very useful, and it will be somewhat creating impact if you learn all those things. And the third thing is life skills. Life skills in the sense, these are the skills which we will be useful, and which will be useful to us in every day. Like these are essential skills, like in daily basis, all the things. Like take example, these life skills are time management. So you have to know, and you should have such kind of idea about time management. So in that way, it is very important, and it is must, you have to know about time management and all those things. One example is time management, and another is some words, this budget management and finance management, like and also stress management, self-care and hygienic. If you are focusing on all those things, it is somewhat considered, and it is called as life skills. These are also very important. Why? Because until and unless if you manage your time, so managing time in the sense, maybe people will be thinking that managing time in the sense, okay, I have to manage the time, but not like that. So time management in the sense, managing our works, tasks according to our time, it is called as time management. So many people will be thinking in a wrong way. Because of that I told, so we can't able to manage time theoretically or practically, we can't able to control time in that way, I'm telling. So relate in that way, and you have to focus on that. And also stress management, so it is also very important, a life skill. So if you are having such kind of talent or such kind of skill to manage a stress in the sense, according to me, in life, our life stress is not there. Only in physics the word stress is there. Why I am telling this word in the sense, if you think beyond the things, like if you are thinking the things which you are not in your control, then automatically the stress will develop. If you are thinking about the things which you can control, the stress will be not there. So in that way you relate, and in that way you have to go in that way. And also self-care and hygienic. So self-care in the sense, you have to care yourself. I'm very sure at one moment, maybe the people, or maybe your girlfriend, or maybe your boyfriend, or maybe your friend may care or may not care. I'm sorry, somewhat maybe it is a brutal reality. Even though there will be, I'm not telling all, there will be such kind of person, good persons. Apart from that, many people will be like that. Some maybe at one moment they may not care you because of their works, because of their tasks, maybe happen. But if you are lacking in self-caring, you will be definitely feeling a problematic or something like that. So you should habituate, or you should learn some kind of skill, like life skill, like so-called this self-care. It is very important. And also hygienic. So when you are eating, or when you are doing anything, hygienic is very important. Take an example, I done everything, like I went there, I went outside and I played, and all these things I done with some kind of sweats, and all these things I came, and if I eat, it will be not good. Why? Because my hands and my all these things are not hygienic or something like that. So I have to wash my hands if it is possible, or it is very better to take bath, and like that it is important. So if we are knowing all those things, it will be very good. So this all things will come under this life skills. It is very important. And the fourth thing is leadership and somewhat entrepreneurial skills. So in that way, it is also very important. Why? Because by these skills you can put a startup business, and you can do also some personal somewhat projects. So some of the examples of these leadership skills are decision making and strategic thinking and risk management and business development. In that way, it is very important. So if you're focusing on this way, it will be very good, and also you will be able to somewhat learn how to be good at decision making. If you taken a decision, it should not be 99.9%, it should be 100% correct. So maybe I do not believe that taking right decision is good, but it is not like that. So whatever maybe the decision you had taken, you have to think twice and thrice. Then you should make the decision happen, or it should be right. So like that you have to relate, and you should go in that way. And also risk management. Risk management in the sense, if you are not taking any risk, you will not get anything. Like why I am telling in the sense, so at certain points or a certain moment you have to take certain risk. In that way, it is very important. You have to relate in that way. And also business development. So maybe some of we guys will not have that much interest to work under such people. Like somewhat, why I have to work under such kind of people, or some people, I should be on my own. Like that, some kind of people will have some kind of mindset. So for that person, it is very important to learn business development or something like that. It all comes under this leadership skills. So it is very important. The last but not least, and the fifth thing is physical and motor skill. These skills are also very important. Like take an example, the sports, athletic, some kind of going in some kind of sports activities, and dancing, and somewhat painting. All these things also very important. So these all skills also have some kind of priority. Maybe the people will be thinking, okay, singing is not that much big deal, or somewhat playing such kind of sports. Until unless if you not do, you will not know certain value or certain things about all those things. So it is very important to go in that way. And also if you are having certain interest, you can also put your efforts, put your energy in such kind of skills also, like physical and motor skills. It is also very important. Okay, up to now somewhat we learned and we have discussed some kind of skills, what are there and all those things, what type of skills are there and all those things. Now let us discuss somewhat why it is important to learn skills. Like I'm not talking new skills, why it is important to learn skills. So it is very important, before which I told, like it helps you to get a good job. At the end of the day or at the end of the moment, many of we people are studying BTech or some kind of degrees we are doing. So end of the day, if we want some money, we want to be on our own. So in that way we need some job to do and to earn some money, not only for money, so because of somewhat to lead our life. In that way it is very important. So it will help in somewhat getting a good job. Like if you are learning such kind of skills, somewhat only this degree is not needed. So at end of the moment, apart from this education or academic, what type of skills you had, like that name a question. So like some kind of company interviews or recruiters. So in that way you have to be clear when you have to learn all the things. And also it will be improving your efficiency and your productivity. Until and unless if you learn such kind of skills, you can't able to improve, you can't able to be that much good at this working efficiently or working productively. So it is very important. So by learning this time management, you can complete the task fast and all those things. And also it will be boosting your confidence, and you can live and you will get some kind of thought like I can be and I can live on my somewhat own, like that you will be getting. Why? In the sense if you learn certain skills, so exactly you know, maybe take an example, you had certain skills, how you will be, and you do not had any skill, how you will be, but there will be some difference. Why I'm telling this? In the sense if you are knowing certain things, it will be very good. Okay, I know that. Take an example, a practical example. Tomorrow you had exam. So when you learn or when you somewhat go into the textbook or go into the notebook or when you go into the materials, when you read, how you will go to exam, and without any reading if you go, somehow how it will be there. The feeling itself you can able to analyze or you can able to imagine. In that way it is very important. And also it helps you to grow personally. Why? Because it is very important. So if we are in one level today, at tomorrow or after day after tomorrow you have to be certain in a good position or in highest position compared to today. So in that way also it is very important. By learning such kind of skills like this, you can grow and you can be in that way. And also the last thing is it's somewhat by learning these all skills or by learning some kind of skills, it will improve your creativity and also innovative things, like innovative thoughting, all these things will come and it will be very good. So at finally what I want to tell is, if you are a BTech student or if you are coming into BTech or if you are studying anything or if you are learning anything, only degree can't do anything. So if you are in some kind of confusion, maybe somewhat you may have some kind of elder sisters or elder brothers, like that. You ask them which those are studying in BTech. Just ask them, by learning only some kind of courses which are there in BTech, can we get a job? Can we somewhat able to expect such kind of salary or something like that? But they'll definitely tell it's not possible. Why? Because why I'm telling this, because of I am a BTech student. I know, I observe something in my college and also outside college. So by only this BTech degree or some kind of other degree can't give you a job. So by learning such skills, even there are such kind of companies. So if you are not having any degree also, if you're having a good skill, they are ready to give the job and they're ready to take you and they're ready to give certain amount how much you demand if you're having a right and a good skill. So take an example, Tesla. So if you're having a very good skill, they do not need any certification or any degree. So with the skill base and talent base, they will be taking. In that way, the skill is very important and it will play a major role. Try to understand why I'm telling, and at the end of the day, you should end your day with some kind of satisfaction. So learn and develop a new skill. So the things or the somewhat your dreams or all these things will not happen if you until and unless if you start. Maybe by seeing this video itself, you can't able to get anything. For a clarification, I told what are such kind of skills and why skills are important, and also in which way it will be useful for you. In that way I told, just that's all. So I didn't taught you or didn't teach you what is communication skills. It is like this, it is like that. So you have to learn. In that way, if you work only, it will be very good. So don't think for a right moment like, okay, from tomorrow onwards I have to start. Okay, today I saw this video on Tuesday, now okay, let me wait for Monday onwards I will start freshly. Like that, don't think. If you are seeing right now, try to analyze what you like, what is your passion. If you do not know your passion, or if you are lacking what is passion, all these things, before somewhat last video only we are done a topic or make a video on this passion. So go through our channel and just check, and also I'll give you some link in description also. Just check it and try to fix one passion and also work on the skills, and it will be very good. Okay, thank you for listening. I hope up to here you are there, and somewhat I hope you are feeling somewhat interesting this video. Okay, so if it is possible, or if you are feeling this video will be helpful for anyone, just share to them and let them also get some kind of information. Okay, thank you for listening. Thank you very much, and also meet you in very interesting topic next.